Do it now.
We live a decisive moment in Brazil. The people are finally united and anxious for deep transformations in politics and society, and it is important that we stay this way. Every party is trying to appropriate the movement, and we must not allow it to happen. We must not fall in those political traps and risk blaming one party or two for all of the country's problems, acquitting the others. They are all guilty, and they must all pay. Yesterday we won our first battle when politics reduced the transport fares, but we cannot rest, and we have no reason to do so. We have already threatened to cut the budget for health in order to cover for the 20 cents, even though most of the approved budget usually does get executed for reasons that vary between excessive bureaucracy and pure mental laziness. We must follow up on the government's spendings and see that they execute their respective budgets as intended. Besides that, it is absurd that individuals who are criminally condemned continue to practice public functions. We need to demand the immediate disenfranchisement of all proven corrupt, including the President of the Senate. One-third of all legislators in Brazil either have been condemned or are being investigated for crimes that range from buying of votes to stealing and exploiting slavery. We are also keeping an eye on policial. We do not forgive and we do not forget. It is time for the politics in this country to represent the people, instead of hiding in their offices defending their own interests. We must also put an end to the secret vote in Congress, so that all political decisions are transparent. As written on the single paragraph of Article 1 of the Federal Constitution, all power comes from the people, who exert it through elected representatives or directly. The politics must acknowledge that their votes do not belong to them, but to the people they should represent.
Do it now. Do it now.
A politic, independently of being a senator, a congressman, a minister, or the president, receives an average 26,700 reals, besides the 13th, 14th, and 15th yearly salaries. They also get a 15,000 reals cumulative indemnification budget to pay for relevant food, not counting the quotas for postal services, telephone and plane tickets. Each one of them costs us as much as 120,000 reals per month. This year, the government employee payroll should reach 220 billions of reals. As if this was not enough, the government in this country has been failing for years in its duty to offer security to the people, especially through an honest, well-trained and efficient police service to enforce the law. Our police is military, heritage of the dictatorship, and urgently needs a deep reform. Our cops need better salaries and work conditions. At the same time, they must answer for their own crimes, without impunity and with transparency. They must drop the old books and start defending human and particular rights of the people, instead of the interests of a few politics. What this country lacks the most is the obvious. Public servants who serve the people, and no one else. But Brazil is awakened and alert. We are Brazil. We are anonymous. We are legion. We do not forgive. We do not forget. Expect us.
Damn, she know the time. It's time to get ill. Damn, she know the time. It's time to get ill.